There we go. All right, perfect. You guys can see me. Okay, great. I like this. I like this. This is nice. This is nice. Sorry, I love that audio. Welcome again. If this is your first time here, my name is Jahania Perez. I am officially 25 weeks pregnant, but we are going to do a 24 weeks pregnant recap. Just a little bit about myself. I am from the Caribbean. I don't know Caribbean girls them rock. Okay. So I am from St. Croix and I am from the Dominican Republic. I was born and raised in St. Croix. And here we are in New York living our best life. I'm super excited for this channel as we continue it because I cannot wait for 40 weeks. I am over it. I am so ready for baby to be here and just get my body back because I am really over it. Like, seriously, I am over it. Nonetheless, we are doing these videos to continue my pregnancy journey. Our baby is going to see this in the future, and thank you guys so much for the comments, the likes, the shares, and subscribing to the channel because it really does help me boost and get out there and get this information to the women that need to see this. What we're going to start with is the nausea that allegedly goes away within the first beginning of the second trimester. Allegedly. That is a lie because I still have it. I was feeling a lot of nausea throughout the weekend and more in the beginning of the week. It simmered down yesterday morning. I haven't felt anything, and Lord, I tell you, I'm so over it. I do have my nausea bands, and the issue that I am having with my nausea band is the fact that I've gained a little bit of weight. So because I've gained weight throughout the pregnancy, it is now they're too tight. They kind of cut the circulation of my blood towards my fingers. So it works a little bit, but they're too tight. Almost 2 weeks ago, I was 197 pounds. Lord, I don't know how much I weigh now. I'm pretty sure I've hit the 200 because I have not been working out. I have not been exercising. My cervix is measuring at a 2.7, still not at a 4.0, but everything is light work. This is my next topic, GERD. GERD, gastritis. I am lactose intolerant, so the other night I decided to want to have French toast crunch cereal with some lactate milk, and I had it about, I think, an hour before bed. I'm not supposed to eat within, I think it's like 2 hours before bed, and it did not go well. I did wake up in the middle of the night. I did throw up. It was disgusting. I felt like I could not breathe, and I remember the first time that it happened to me, I was scared to go back to sleep. Now that I know that is my gastritis acting up, I have this chair. I have this pillow. This pillow, and what this pillow does is that it helps me sit up. So usually the night, and it's kind of firm, it's not soft, so in the nighttime I'm either laying on the left side or laying on the right side. It's been helping me a lot when it comes to staying on my left or then switching to my right, because then I just use the arms in order to push myself. I do have a lot of weight now in my upper body because of my abdominal area, and it's not as fun. For the GERD, if you guys don't know, you're not supposed to eat within 2 hours of going to sleep because your food needs to fully digest. And if you do take the risk of going to sleep 2 hours within that 30 minutes to an hour time frame, you need to sleep on your left side so that your food can continue digesting in a somewhat upright position. Very uncomfortable. The French toast crunch was not worth my life. I just want to say that. Hormones and personal development. So I had a conversation with the doctor at one of our visits, and I asked her if there was anything that I could take for hormones. It is something that I cannot control, and she highlighted and advised that hormones is what the baby needs in order to be alive. So no, I do have an overflow of hormones. Every woman has it, and it is something that I cannot control. and I'm starting to pay attention that my fiance is feeling that. He definitely is. We've had conversations the past 2-3 days, and I've been a little bitchy. I've been a little extra, like he highlighted last night. And I was just like, I'm gonna blame the hormones. But there is nothing that you can take for that. And I will highlight personal development, because I sat here and I cried for maybe about 2-3 minutes, could be less. Sister-in-law did call me, so I acted like everything was okay. I don't even think she noticed that I was crying. She definitely didn't notice, or else she would have asked me. But I'm realizing that I am home 24/7. I don't have activities that I do. It is just me, myself, in my own head, with my thoughts. So as I'm doing my process of elimination on what is disrupting my peace, it's not my fiance or my sister. It is definitely just me having my mind go to all these different places where they don't belong, and stressing about things that are not happening, might happen, but you know, we want to keep everything positive. So I have been tapping in to a lot of personal development. I will link a few resources below of who I listen to. TD Jakes is like my guy right now. Miles Monroe, I haven't listened to him in a while, but between TD Jakes and the Sanctuary Fellowship, which is the church that I go to, breath of fresh air. I am loving it. But solely want to highlight that part of your hormones is normal, and you do want to ensure that you're pouring back into yourself and personally developing and listening to motivational people and listening to things that will encourage you. Highly recommend activities or doing something just to get out of your head, which is what I'm going to be indulging in this week. So I did my own nails. Got my toes done 2 days ago. I went outside. I had some pizza. I hadn't been outside in like 4 days, and we're looking forward to this weekend. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Our swollen feet. How are you mamas doing with your swollen feet? How are those treating you? When you wake up in the morning, first thing you do is step on the floor. You're scrambling to get your bed slippers, and if you just so happen to step on the floor, it feels like you're walking on glass. I just came up with a solution, and this is something that I have not heard any other mama share. Why didn't you tell me? I went to sleep with socks on last night, and I woke up in the middle of the night as usual to go use the restroom, and I did not feel like I was walking on glass because I had socks on. When I spoke to my fiance about this yesterday, I told myself, I was like, we should try socks. Like, I've seen women walk around the hospital with hospital socks on, and I've had those socks at home that have the bumps in the bottom. So the socks that I have on right now, they're Puma. They're just really soft. They're really soft. I highly recommend you go to sleep with socks. That way you can just wake up in the middle of the night and zombie walk to the bathroom and not have to worry about scrambling for your sandals. I think that has been this week. This has been the highlight of my week. You guys don't know how bad it is. Waking up in the middle of the night, your feet are swollen, you're scrambling for your slippers, and God forbid you step on the floor without them slippers. Like, it's over. My personal recommendation, go to sleep with socks on. The Bye Bye Baby Expo. Oh my God. It was so much fun. So much fun. My fiance, I, and our dog daughter went to the expo on Saturday, or was it Sunday? On Saturday. We went on Saturday. It was an amazing time. We are first-time parents, and we got to learn about a lot of different car seats and strollers, and what else we saw? We saw some very interesting bibs, also the placenta, where they encapsulate your placenta. And we actually had a meeting yesterday at 6:30 to speak on funding for the baby, because what we also are doing is we're setting up, funds, college funds, savings funds, anything that the baby can benefit from years down. We're heavy investors, definitely interested. We also got to take some great pictures like these. And what I loved about them is the setup that they had. It was so beautiful. It was so nice. Like, just wow. It was amazing. Also, got to see this really cool stroller that actually rides.
Margarita. You guys having lunch, brunch? Exactly.
Yes.
Just make it happen. Yeah.
This is a rocker. It literally rocks. That is so on cool. Its own. So at the expo, what we also got was a little bit of information about birthing and labor and delivery. And the highlight of that expo would have to be, I'll link her in here. What she highlighted, she specializes in birth education, and what she highlighted was that this specific vacuum that they put on the baby's head in order to vacuum the baby out of you, that'll end up with a circle on top of the baby's head. And she highlighted that, you know, once you hear the doctor tell the nurse, nurse, please pass me the vacuum, that's when you have to advocate for yourself and say, no, do not use the vacuum. I am enjoying the fact that as I'm watching these videos, I know what to hear for, what to listen for, and also be more attentive and more aware instead of wanting to be drugged up and drowsy and not really being coherent, which is part of the birth plan, because I'm still on the fence about this epidural. I'm on the fence about this epidural and all these extra meds that are coming with. These are the options that you have for your delivery. Do you want to opt in or not? And I'm just like, I don't know. We'll see when the time gets there. The doctor's already talking about inducing me at 39 weeks. And I'm just like, we're not even at 30, sis. Hold on. Prenatal classes. That is happening next month. So what I did was that I gave my fiance a time frame to pick which dates he'd want to go. He has not, so he had 2 months to pick. He did not pick. I'm like, all right, so we're doing it in October and calling it a day. Highly recommend prenatal classes if you're a first-time parent, even if you're a second, third, fourth, or fifth parent. Lots of information are changing as technology advances and as the years pass. If you've never attended a prenatal class, I will link a reference down below if you are in the tri-state area in New York. Highly recommend. I'm super excited, looking forward to it. Registration ends, if I'm not mistaken, on the 28th. However, if there are availabilities, you guys can still register. Highly recommend prenatal classes. Almost done here. The next topic that we have is planning the baby shower. Yay! Not excited about that. So I've been getting messages from people telling me that I should not be planning my own baby shower. I let people plan the gender reveal, and it was like too many people involved, too many opinions, and me personally, I don't like when things get complicated, so I'd rather just do it myself, get an event planner, pay a professional, call it a day. That's it. I don't have to do anything. So right now we're looking at venues, coming up with our guest list, and ensuring that, you know, we have everything that we're supposed to have at a baby shower. So if you guys have any suggestions on this is what you need, please do not hesitate to comment it down below. This is my first baby shower, and I will happily take all of the advice that I can get. All right, now the next topic that I have is, and it's the last one. So looking into daycares. I found 2 daycares so far that I'm still doing research on. One of them is a 24-hour daycare in case, you know, something last minute comes up. It's really close to home. I can drop my baby off and then be back. I do also, you know, I plan on depending on my family to assist me with my child. However, I'm a little spontaneous, so I don't know if people are going to be available for 6 p.m. and I'm hitting them up at 5:30 like, hey, can you watch my baby? Yeah, so I like professionals. You pay them, they get the job done, you pick up your baby, call it a day. Yes, I have a big family. Yes, I have friends, and as a child, when I was maybe about 10 or 11 years old, I was molested by a friend of the family. So when it comes to my child, honey, I don't know. I don't trust nobody. I'm sorry, I don't trust anybody because I'm being more proactive and searching and getting all of my information together instead of waiting for last minute. And I did say that that was going to be the last topic, but I also forgot that I am preparing my hospital bag. Right now in my hospital bag, I have the spider tape that I have to return, and then I have the nipple covers for when my boobs start leaking. If they start leaking, hopefully they don't. Thank you so much to everyone that has purchased something off of the baby registry. I am getting everything together. Super excited for that. But I am working on the hospital bag this week. Super excited for that. Today we are officially 25 weeks. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and if this is your first time, do not forget to subscribe. If you've been here before, or even if you haven't, like, comment, and share with a fellow mama, and let them know that, you know, this is what's gonna happen at 24 weeks. I did tell my fiance that I like that, you know, I can do the makeup stuff, but this is something that I don't have to do, so I'm thankful for that. You guys have a blessed day. Take care, be well, be safe, and here is the BAM update. We are at 24 weeks. Little baby G is growing nice and good. He is very active, which I can appreciate because I don't need a Doppler. Who needs a Doppler when the baby's kicking? Now, what we're going to get into and we're going to start with is the nausea that allegedly stops within... Hold on. We need to mute that.